Hey everyone, Long here. So, if you're kind of wondering what's going on, it is a Monday night. So, we actually managed to get an early screening of Masters of the Universe. Um, by the way, props to the folks over at Amazon. I think like they had like some kind of like an open forum available for you to like fill out, to express your interest in watching Masters of the Universe. And I got to tell you something. I personally was worried about the all the progressive DEI stuff as well in that movie, but it's actually played for laughs. So I'm just going to get that out of the way first off. Um, and if you like, and as long as like you like come in with an open mind, that like yeah, it's annoying as hell, but it's also like it also gets played for laughs, and it's honestly like quite awesome. So the story itself is really good. I understood about like the complaint with Roboto being a female, but you also get that. But they actually thought about like explaining Roboto as a female. It actually so the dynamic even becomes like even funnier that way. So um, and that's all I'm going to say about that. And as far as Man in Arms being like like race swap, he's basically as successful as like Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury. So, um, so and that's essentially what I was hoping for. Yeah. Anyway, like I'm just like coming out of the theater just now. So, but other than that, like the other thing I want to talk about is that Nicholas Galitzin and then it's like yeah, Camila Mendes. They play their parts really well. He's Prince Adam, she's Tila, and I think the dynamic, the relationship works extremely well. Story's really good. Jared Leto, you're not really thinking about Jared Leto because like you can't even recognize his voice in there. And then like put it all together, the movie is actually worth seeing. And don't pay attention to that like anti-marketing nonsense that you see on social media. I totally get like like the toxic masculinity BS. It's basically like played like a Saturday morning cartoons like we used to see back in the 90s. We were growing up back in that time, like learning the lessons and all that stuff. And so think about it that way. Come with an open mind. I think you're going to have a good time with Masters of the Universe because ultimately it was a fun romp. It was a really fun 2.5 hours, and it didn't even feel like that. There was plenty of time to develop the story, and so it's worth your watch. All right, gotta get home. Hang loose, everyone.